My second Get Ready With Me. This time I'll be using baked powder products, so stay tuned. Well, as I said, I'm going to do another Get Ready With Me. Gee, I must be getting brave. This time I'm going to use this Laura Geller baked powder products. Now, I got this probably 8 or 9 months ago from, looks like Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I don't know if you can see this, but it was $9.99. So I got it, and here's what it looks like. Let me cover that mirror so it doesn't shine. You have a couple different bronzers or powder foundation, blush, highlight, different things. Up here, these are all for the eyes. I didn't use any of those. I've already done my eyes, but here they are. You probably can't tell because I don't put anything on them. Not much. I put a little bit. But anyhow, here it is. So I'm going to be using this for like a powder foundation. And I already have my skincare on and my sunscreen. Now what I'd like to try to do, let me see if you can see this. I have to use a magnifying mirror. I cannot see through the regular side. But on this side of my face, there's like a pretty good sized sunspot there. I heard on Hot and Flashy, Angie from Hot and Flashy, she had some sunspots on her face, more than one, and she went to the dermatologist and they put on liquid nitrogen, I believe that's what she said, and she said it just took it right off. I never heard of that. So I'm going to go to the dermatologist and see if they can put that on me. She made it sound like it was just a fluid of some kind, and they just put that on there and it went off. So anyhow, I'm going to try to cover that up. It just sticks out like a sore thumb to me. So I'm going to just put a touch of this concealer. This is the, I believe it's CoverGirl. Yes, CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer in the color Buff Beige. So anyhow, I have a dampened sponge here. I'll just see if I can at least tone it down. It just sticks out so much to me. Okay, well that looks better. You can still see it a little bit, but that's okay. Alright, then I'm going to use one of these brushes. I think these are called a kabuki brush. They're sort of a flat top. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to swirl this around. And I'm just going to swirl it on my face. I hope that's how I'm supposed to use it, but here I go. And I want to just kind of buff that in. And I want to do a lot of buffing. I think that's supposed to make it have a better finish, I think. I heard that on the channel Shelby Wilson. So, and this has like a sheen to it. It's really nice. I can't believe I got this whole thing for $9.99. I'll turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. And again, I'm just going to start buffing. This is a little harder for me to do because when I wear regular foundation, I don't go all over my face. I just kind of do the middle. And it's kind of hard to stay in the middle here, but I'm trying. And get it up on my nose. And again, I just want to keep buffing. The more I buff, the more of a kind of a satin sheen it seems to give me. Well, I think that looks good enough. Maybe I need a little more just right here. I act like I know what I'm doing. You know I don't. I'm still practicing. This is just my second Get Ready With Me, so I thought I'd try something different. Well, I think I buffed so much, I either am going to have one heck of a sheen or I've taken it all back off again. So I think it looks okay. I don't have my glasses on, but it feels like it does. So we'll just go with that. Okay, then I'm going to use this pink shade, and again, I'll put that on my finger. It has a little sheen to it, but it's a really pretty color, soft sheen. I hope you can see that. And the one right next to it has more of a peach color. So let me show you that one. Okay, here's the more peachy shade, and here's the pink shade. I'm going to try the pink shade. And let me see. I'll use this brush. It's sort of a fluffy brush, but not real big. And I'm going to swirl that in there. And just, I'll turn this way again. Oops, wrong side of the mirror. I need that magnification. And I'm just going to swirl that kind of in the cheek area. I go a little up over my nose, and I'll come down on this side of the cheek area. I'm just sort of buffing that in too. That's a lot of work. It's kind of like when you used to buff your shoes, when you shine shoes. Okay, that should be good enough. I think so. So that's that. And then, you know, I don't wear highlight. I usually put my either a chapstick here, a lip balm, my Vaseline balm stick, or whatever. But today I'll dip into one of these. Let me see. These highlight looking colors. Well, they're pretty close to the same. One looks a little brighter. I don't know about that one, but let me just try it. Usually I do not wear any kind of highlighter like that, but kind of scary. I'm just, oh my gosh, that's too much. And I'll just do a little right here. And, I don't think I like that. That's too much shine. I'm going to try to buff that down a little. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just stuck with my good old Vaseline balm stick, but that's all right. I had to try it. Okay, now for the under eyes, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Lift. I love this. I got this recently at TJ Maxx. Yeah, TJ Maxx. I put it in another video, but I don't know if that video has gone up yet. But this is called the Visible Lift CCIYEUX, however you pronounce that word. It's a roller ball. It's just like my Garnier roller ball, but it's a little creamier, maybe a little thicker, not quite as thin, and the color is a little brighter. I just love it. So it was $2.99. So I'm going to put that right there, just like that. See, it's got the little roller ball on the end. And then, you know, you can just take your finger and tap it in. This is all I do. I don't wear any other type of concealer because it's just too heavy for me. I have too many wrinkles and everything that it just accentuates everything. I think that looks all right. You know, when you can't see without your glasses and you can't wear contacts, you have no idea what you're looking like. So just try for the best. So hopefully you can see where that really brightens up my under eyes, but it's not cakey or thick or anything. Does not crease. There's no creasing involved. I need no powder. Isn't that wonderful? Now I'm going to put some lips on. This is the Liquid Catsuit by Wet n Wild in the color Chick on the something. Chick Got Real. Chick Got Real. Anyhow, it's a really pretty pale color of like a soft pink. So I'll try that. I love pink lipsticks. I don't use a lip liner. I have some. I bought them. I've tried them. I don't like them. I just don't like to use them. All right, so I think I got that on okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then to top it off, I'm going to use my NYX lip oil that I've shown before. I love this stuff. And it just makes my lips feel so good. And I'm just going to put it in the middle. Okay. Good enough. And really, that's it. That was a pretty quick get ready with me. I might be a little too shiny. I might have buffed a little too much, but I really enjoyed using this. It was so easy. I could do everything right out of here. I really could have done my eyes too, but I had already done those. So anyhow, I thought this was a great deal, and I'm very happy with it. So, oh, I did it. That's 2 down. I'm going to keep practicing and practicing until I get really comfortable with these Get Ready With Me. So I hope this looks good. But once I get my glasses on and look in the mirror, I'll know what it looks like. So anyhow, it's time for me to leave you with an inside beauty tip, as I always do. So for my inside beauty tip today, I'm going to talk about what for me is my barometer. Now, I've often mentioned before on this channel that, I try to seek the will of God for my life. What does He want me to do, or what does He not want me to do? And to make that determination, I know what works for me. I'm sure it's different for everybody. For me, it's when I do not want to do something and I know it. I get very uncomfortable. It's definitely out of my comfort zone. I walk away from it. I try to minimize it, brush it aside. When you get that little nagging feeling of something that you are being called to do, but you don't want to see it that way because you don't want to do it. That's my barometer. When I feel like that, then I know it's of God. I know it's Him calling me to do it. And if it's something easy, piece of cake, then for me, that's not of God, because He doesn't call me to do the easy things. He calls me to do the difficult things, to step out in my faith, to be uncomfortable, but to do it. I don't know if I can give you I'll just make up an example. Say forgiveness. Say somewhere you feel in your heart you need to forgive someone. Well, you don't want to. You're going to be awkward or uncomfortable. What if they shoot you down? What if they don't accept your apology? Things like that. You're more comfortable not going to that person and asking for their forgiveness. You might write them a letter or an email or do some other way, or you might not do anything. But when you get that uncomfortable feeling and you just know you're being called to do it, that's how I know that's what God wants me to do. And that is my barometer. So that's how I determine it for myself. I'd love to hear in the comments how you all feel, or how you know that when you get that instinct, that gut feeling, that nagging, pulling on your heart, how do you determine if that is from God calling you to do something? I'd just love to know how other people look at it or approach it. Well, that's it for today's video. My second Get Ready With Me. Oh, Lord, I'll just keep trying and trying, and I'll get good at it eventually. So I just want to thank you all for being here and spending time with me. Thank you all for your encouragement. You are all so lovely, so very kind, and so encouraging as I practice and try to wear makeup. So I greatly appreciate all of you. Until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya!